Good Thursday morning. I'm Meteorologist Ted Schmidt. We've reached that dreaded murky day that we've had such nice weather all week long. Now today the storm system hits us and we start with freezing rain. That is not a good way to start a Thursday morning. It's very lightly raining here on the weather patio and at Assisi Heights. We're looking now live. It's about 12 minutes before 8 o'clock here on this Thursday morning. This is our Quality Group camera from Assisi Heights dealing with some rain at the freezing mark or even slightly below that. And it's going to be the problem here for the short term. Later in a couple of hours, temperatures will climb above freezing, but then eventually we'll have colder temperatures aloft, changing some of that rain to snow. So we'll have freezing rain for a couple of hours this morning until about 9 or 10 o'clock, and then we'll start seeing doses of rain and snow mixing together for the rest of the day. As much as an inch of rain of snowfall that is will be possible by sunset. So not a lot of snow during the day, just enough to make things a little sloppy as we move along through the day, and on top of that freezing rain that will have fallen. But it's tonight when the heavier snow really begins to show up, and we'll talk about that here in our forecast. But for day planner, for rain and snow off and on throughout the day, changing mainly to snow by around 3 or 4 o'clock, and just in time for the evening commute, the heavy snow really begins to arrive. That's when it gets really messy. Temperatures at the surface 35 overall, but will then ease back down to around the freezing mark later tonight. Freezing rain reported at the Rochester Airport. It's 30. Feels like 22. Air pressure is falling, 29.47 inches of mercury. 29 in Rochester. To the west, a little warmer, and that's where the warm air is coming from. 36 in Albert Lea, 33 in Mason City. So give it a couple of hours, things will improve. But here's that storm system churning away. That leading edge of that is that wintry mixture, and then we'll have rain and eventually that snow. And here are the headlines. Starting at noon today, but winter storm warning that takes effect. The possibility here, and remember the criteria for winter storm warning, it's 6 inches of snow in 12 hours or 8 in 24, and then we have to extend the possibility because it's going to go on for so long that we may get 8 inches of snow in 24 hours. So Rochester, Austin, Mason City, Red Wing, Wabasha, Dodge Center, all the way west through Owatonna are in that winter storm warning, and that goes from noon today until 6 p.m. Friday. Winter weather advisory for eastern counties where slightly less snow will fall, be mainly less than 6 inches. And a blizzard warning to the west of Interstate 35 that starts at noon and goes also until 6 p.m. Friday, with the possibility of around 7 or 8, 9 inches of snow, but also widespread blowing snow and poor visibility and bad road conditions as a result. Here's Futurecast looking at that storm system coming in after noon. Small doses of snow mixing with rain, and then here's that big glut of snow that shows up just in time for the evening commute. 5, 6, 7 o'clock. We'll move that forward through the night. That center of low pressure wobbles its way through and then plants itself nearby just south of us, and so it continues to feed that snow up and around it and not moving very quickly. So that's where we get that buildup of snow tonight. It begins to pull away tomorrow. We'll still have some light snow on its northwest periphery, so maybe another inch or two on the backside of that system, especially in the morning hours, and then a very small dose of snow in the afternoon tomorrow, tapering off in the evening with some raw winds that may cause blowing snow in a few spots, especially west of Rochester. The gusts around 25 to 30 miles per hour tomorrow will cause localized blowing snow concerns. But the bulk of the snow falls tomorrow morning on our Friday forecast, an inch or two, maybe a little bit more on top of that into the afternoon. And then going to Saturday, a drier day. Sunday features a chance of very light snow in the morning with maybe half inch or so of accumulation. So here's what we're facing for today. Wintry mixture this morning. Heavier snow. You see that showing up around 5 o'clock or so this evening, lasting through the overnight hours, and some blowing snow also going on. That's when the winds really begin to kick up with that system as it passes through the area and then kind of hovers just south and east of us. Tomorrow, periods of light snow, especially in the morning, but there will be still in the afternoon, just a much lighter coating of accumulation for that Friday afternoon. Here are the totals. What we're facing: about 5 to 8 inches of snowfall for Rochester. Areas southward slightly less, but overall expect about 5 to 8 inches of snowfall overall between today and tomorrow, as the system has some odd characteristics about it. It has a lot of moisture with it, but it's also not going to move very quickly. So here's the concern, and it is going right to the heart of the area. So we're going to be dealing with some of the heaviest snow in the region, right where we are, maybe a little bit higher toward Mankato, where 9 or 10 inches may accumulate. But still, pretty impressive dose of snow. For those who've been missing it, you probably would be pretty happy now because we haven't had a lot of heavy snow recently. Certainly not in 2021 so far. 35 today in Rochester, 36 Mason City. Rain and snow, about an inch of snow by around 4 o'clock. Beyond that, getting closer to the sunset and hours beyond, that's when the snow, heavier snow begins to build in. West winds up to 25 miles per hour. Breezy night tonight, 3 to 6 inches of additional snowfall, an overnight low around 30. And tomorrow, a couple of inches of snow. We're going to say 1 to 3 inches overall. Periods of light snow, 32 tomorrow with northwest winds on the gusty side. Lighter winds on Saturday, 27, and then light snow, less than an inch on Sunday, especially in the morning. And then it looks like next Tuesday offers another chance of snow early in the day. We may see an inch or two out of that system with cold sunshine beyond that. Temperatures next week much more seasonable, but not dramatically colder. 20s and low 30s still for the most part, so not half bad for January standards. In the meantime, be safe on the roads today, and stay tuned to KTTC Fox 47 for the latest on the storm system. Of course, those headlines, those warnings and advisories kick in officially at 12 noon today and go until 6 p.m. on Friday. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you back here tomorrow.